Hello everyone, in this first video of this new series, we will be discussing how to use our Godot plugin to integrate your Godot game with our Human Neuron AI simulation platform, FEAGI. FEAGI is an open source platform that allows you to create AI agents following the principles of human neuronal mechanisms. You can self-host FEAGI if you wish, but in this tutorial we will be making use of our cloud platform known as the Neurobotics Studio, also known as NRS. FEAGI is largely intended to be used to control robots, however we understand that many people don't have free robots to tinker with. Ergo, we created this FEAGI Godot integration plugin to act as a generic and easy to use interface to allow FEAGI to interact with your games. You are free to use any game you like, or to create your own game/simulation Godot to use. Just ensure that you follow the minimum Godot version required of our plugin, which at time of filming is 4.3. For the sake of simplicity, we'll be using the 2D platformer tutorial example from Godot themselves, just so you can all pull this yourself and also follow along if you wish. But again, any Godot game that is 4.3 and above should work. You can now find our plugin itself at the Godot asset library, simply by searching for FEAGI, assuming you're on the compatible version of Godot, and you can install from here. In addition, there's also a link in the description here that lets you see our GitHub page, so you can see what our latest progress is. So with the plugin installed, we just need to make sure we enable it, so we can actually load all the scripts correctly. Here we go. And now we can open up the actual panel by going to Tools, Open FEAGI Configurator. And it opens up on the right here, but you are free to make this a floating window if you wish. Alright, so let's talk about connecting to FEAGI. So by default, connection settings in here are the default localhost settings. So if you're self-hosting FEAGI, you likely don't need to change anything. However, if you wish to use NRS like we are, just simply log into NRS and open up your Brain Visualizer genome instance that you wish to use, and copy your magic link from here. Let's put this back here. And paste it into the configurator and click Login. Here it should pull the latest info of that FEAGI instance. Now keep in mind that this magic link does include the link to your FEAGI instance, so be wary about sharing it. Be sure to also save the configuration at the bottom. There are other sections here in this tab. There is the Enable Device Debugging. This allows you to see the data that's being sent and received from FEAGI and is useful for debugging purposes. However, due to its performance impact, and you should be disabled before publishing. The other thing you'll see here is the refresh rate. This sets the refresh rate, how often you send the sensory data to FEAGI. It does not set the refresh rate of the data being sent from FEAGI here. That is governed by FEAGI itself. The next tab over is the sensory tab. This allows us to configure how FEAGI will see our game. In our example, we'll do this a simple way. We'll just take the camera here and just enable the automatic screen grabbing, such that it just simply records the whole screen. Similar situation in the motor tab. This lets motors allow FEAGI to control our game. And for now, we're just going to add a motion control being a motion type device that allows FEAGI to control movement of an agent in 3D space. And here we're going to enable emulating Godot input events, which allow Godot to receive input from FEAGI as input events. So here we're going to map the move up action to the Godot's game jump that came with this project here. And we'll also do the same for move left and move right. In this case, we'll make sure we'll use the single player events that this project came with. And we can leave everything else as to blank. You can save our configuration here. And with that, it should be more than free to start the game now. Okay, so if you look now inside BV, give it a moment to connect. And there we go. So you can now see that there is visual data being sent to the game, or sent from the game to FEAGI, and we can also send inputs to the game itself. So if you go here to the motion control portable area and activate the neuron that is relevant for moving up, we can see we can cause our character to jump by manually stimulating this neuron. Okay. So, this tutorial was just for getting your toes wet in the world of human neuronal programming using FEAGI. Our work is still quite early in development, so feel free to reach out to our community on GitHub and Discord for latest news, tips, and interesting developments, and we hope to hear from you all soon. Thank you very much.